Oh, that's really bright. I bet I look really creepy in this car right now. Hey, welcome to So Awkward. It's me, Don. I'm sitting here in my car. It's like 10 o'clock at night outside of the AMC theater here in Edina, Minnesota, because I just saw Creed 2, which, if my math is correct, is the 8th film in the Rocky film series, in the Rocky universe. And I liked it, but I didn't love it. Maybe 8 movies is just is the point where the Rocky movies are getting a little formulaic. But if you like the first Creed, you're probably gonna like this one. If you're a Rocky fan, you're gonna like this one. I mean, it's a Rocky movie through and through. But what made the first Creed so great was that it wasn't. I mean, it was a Rocky movie, but it was also its own thing, and it was kind of veering off in another way. Whereas this is just. It's just a remake of, it's not a remake of Rocky 4, it's a remake of Rocky 3. It's the same movie. It's Rocky 3. Rocky 3 is great. And this was really good. Michael B. Jordan's back as Creed, Adonis Creed, and he's a great actor. Felicia Rashad is back as his mother. Wood Harris is in there. So it's a Wire reunion again with Avon Barksdale and Wallace. Stallone is back as Rocky. Dolph Lundgren is back in a phenomenal role. He's great. He steals the movie. He doesn't really talk that much, but he didn't talk that much in Rocky 4 either, and he stole that one. He didn't talk that much in Showdown in Little Tokyo either. What was that one called? With him and Brandon Lee. Great movie. Anyway, I liked it. It's a Rocky movie. It hits all. It's got some great montages. It's got some great lines by Stallone as Rocky. It's got some really great boxing scenes. You know, it's got all the things you love in a Rocky movie. If I had to say anything negative about this movie, or critical, and really there's no point. Like, why should I? Why am I sitting in my car talking about Creed 2? It's that Michael B. Jordan is a great actor, but Adonis Creed is no Rocky Balboa. He's just, there was really no reason for me to root for him to win. Whereas you root for Rocky because you love Rocky. And you understand his motivations, and his motivations make sense, and they're organic to the story in each film. I mean, they get progressively more ridiculous. He ends the Cold War by the end of the series. Whereas this one, Creed wants to win because of movie script says so. It's just not as interesting, and as a character, he's just not as charming and likable. He's not, and that's. I mean, he's likable, and Michael B. Jordan does a great job with the character, with kind of the thin character. But Rocky Balboa is arguably the greatest movie character of all time. 8 movies. Even what actor has played the same character 8 times in 8 different movies? Christopher Lee as Dracula, maybe. Roger Moore and Sean Connery both played James Bond 7 times. So Rocky has Stallone has beaten them. But I'm sure there's, I don't know. Comment down below if you know the answer to that. I'll Google it later. But I think he's got to be in the top 5 most frequently appearing movie characters in a starring role. So anyway, long story short, I liked it. If you're a Rocky fan, go see it. If you're a Creed fan, go see it. It's been a long time that I've been in a movie theater where it was full. Usually it's just me and Jester. And usually because we go at 11 o'clock in the afternoon. But I had to work all day, and I was super excited. I see Rocky movies in the theater. I've seen all of them in the theater since at least Rocky 3. I remember seeing Rocky 3 in the theater with my brother when that came out. I may have seen Rocky 2. I don't know if I was born when Rocky 1 came out. I think that was 1976. I'm going to have to check my dates on that. I think it was. And I was born in 1977, so you can do the math how old I am. But over the course of my life, I have seen Rocky movies, and I love them all. I'm going to admit, of course I love this. It's got Rocky. I wanted more Rocky, though. But, they also bring back Milo Ventimiglia, or whatever his name is, as Rocky Jr. Oh, now he's called Robert. Was he always called Robert? I have to rewatch Rocky 5. Let's see. Is Sage Stallone? He's. I believe Sage Stallone is he passed away, because in Rocky 5 it's Stallone's actual son who gets crapped on a lot, but he wasn't that bad. I mean, as a child actor, I think he did fine, but I believe Sage is passed away, but his character is still alive, which is weird because Burt Young and Talia Shire are both, I believe, still alive, and their characters are dead. I don't know about the guy who played Duke. What was his name? I can't remember his name. Carl Weathers is still alive. His character is dead. So it's weird. Oh, you know who else came back? And then I'll wrap this up because it's cold and nobody's watching this anyway. Bridget Nielsen came back. Is that a spoiler? Who played Drago's wife in Rocky 4? Ms. Drago. She came back and she looks like a Martian. It's not even like all the work she's had done, and she's had a lot of work. It's like her hair, and she looks like a Martian. She looks like a Martian. And I'm not being sexist because Stallone also looks like a Martian, but Stallone has never been out of the public eye, and he has looked like a Martian for the past 15 years. He's looked like a Martian. I remember when Rocky Balboa came out, the sixth Rocky movie, and he looked like a Martian. He looked like Marvin the Martian. I don't know who's had more work done, Bridget Nielsen or Rocky, or Sylvester Stallone, I should say, but they both look like Martians. But it was fun seeing her character again. I really did like what they did with Drago. They did a really good job with his character and his son's character. But towards the end, I was actually rooting for Drago, which is not a good thing in a Rocky movie, to root against your hero. But I thought the son, the Drago family story arc, I thought it was more interesting, and I kind of saw their motivations a little bit better. I did. I hate to say it, but I kind of was rooting for Russia at the end of this one. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but yeah. Oh, and so as I was saying, it was a full theater, and they applauded. There was applause. I mean, it was a well-made film. Ryan Coogler did not come back to direct. Well, now he's a huge star because he did like Black Panther, and I don't remember the name. It was something Junior, somebody I'd never heard of before, but he did fine. He's no Ryan Coogler is a great filmmaker. Especially, I remember the boxing scenes. Everyone was filmed differently, and they were unique. And one of them was like a single long take. This one didn't have the same style, but it was well done. He did a good job. They could bring him back for Creed 3, which I will see in the theater. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. If you are watching, I'm going to go home and go to bed. Oh, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It's tomorrow. Yeah. Check it out. It was good. I think it's okay for me to admit I'm more a Rocky fan than I am a Creed fan. Rocky was the underdog. He was stupid. He had a dead-end job. He was nobody liked him. He was poor. Adonis Creed lives in a mansion, and he's really handsome, and he's young, and he's ripped. He's got a beautiful wife. It's not to say money can buy happiness, or being a good-looking young man can bring happiness. But you know, it makes it. Rocky was just more Rocky. Anyway, I'm really going now. Thanks for watching. Bye. How do I turn this off? Oh, that's awful. Wait. Okay. Got it.